So I actually ordered this with my own money. This is not sponsored, and I've tried setting up an affiliate link with Manta Sleep is the name of the company, and I haven't heard back from them yet in terms of that affiliate link. But I'm not very good at sleeping in a room that's not like dark, so you like to have a bit of light when you're in the room. Mm-hmm. So I saw these guys, the product, there's a couple of different products, I'll link it down below. The slim head strap, you can go for the original's a bit more bulky, but the slim one is a lot thinner. So that sticks on, it's just like a Velcro really. And you can adjust where you put it. So I have no idea where mine is, but I'll try it anyway.
You look like a bug.
This is this has had like 5 years, maybe 4 years worth of use. This is basically from like an airline like packet, the ones they give out like it's falling apart. So yeah, like I said, not sponsored. It's not actually that expensive either. I'm gonna try this for like the next week, next month. Obviously recovery and sleep is important to me, so I will feed back and see how they feel. Okay, so I thought I would take you through today. Today is going to be a 20-minute test day, and I'm keeping my voice down because Charlie's still sleeping. Basically, what I'm looking for today is as good as I can pace it, as hard as I can go for 20 minutes. Now, I've had questions in the past from people who have always said like, how do you pace a 20-minute test? How do you pace a 5-minute test? How do you pace a 1-minute test? These are great questions, and I think that for the most part, like a 1-minute test, you wouldn't pace. You just go as hard as you can for a minute, and you know, if you start off like this and power drops, then that's fine. Like that's generally what would happen over a minute. For a 5-minute effort, what you tend to do, or what I tend to do, is I'd look at my previous best 5-minute power, especially if it's quite recent, you know, in the last month or 2 months, and then I would try to hold that for the first 3 minutes. And bearing in mind this is quite uncomfortable, and then for the last 2 minutes, like basically unload everything. Now, it takes a lot of practice to be able to hold such a high wattage, because obviously the higher the power number is that you're trying to hold, the more ragged you become, and the less controlled that power output is. So just be aware of that. But even though you're pacing it, it's very hard to pace it, because you know, when you are on the ragged edge, you just want to unload everything. You know, you don't want to kind of peg it. You just want to go full gas. So, but the 20-minute test, you know, I've done so many because it's by far my most favourite. Generally because, well, I feel like I can get a lot out of myself. Like hurting myself for 20 minutes is quite nice for me. I don't know, it's weird. But I like to find a course to begin with. So the 5-minute and the 1-minute generally do it on a climb, and then the 20-minute. And I know, you know, some of you will know the 4DP, a lot of other testing protocols. I won't be doing that today. I did a 4-minute test the other day, which is, I'll call it a 5-minute test. I know you're gonna say, oh, it's not a 5-minute test. I know. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to my local time trial course, which is just a flat course road, basically. And this is it here. So the start of the time trial will be here in Pembrey. That's where the tour written started previously. And we'll come up to Kidwelly, We'll turn at this B48. We'll turn at this blue sign and then come back to here. So I'll get a headwind and I'll get a tailwind. This is windy.com, if you're wondering what the website is. And basically I can see it's 11 mile an hour tailwind coming back with 22 mile an hour gusts, which isn't perfect, but it's still going to give me a benchmark. I don't think the wind is that strong, but I can see it from here outside in the trees and the wind's not that strong, so it should be okay, but we'll see when we get out there. So my warm-up's going to be about 45 minutes of just general riding with a couple of opening efforts. A ramped effort is usually the one I include, but nothing too serious, nothing too serious. I don't, like the 4DP, I don't do a 5-minute opener. No reason, I just don't. I just like doing a 20-minute effort, bang, straight out the door. So, each to their own. So yeah, how I pace the 20-minute test is I basically go and look at previous 20-minute efforts, which is pretty easy to find, and then I will ride completely within that for the first 5 minutes, and then for each of the next 5-minute blocks, for the next 3 5-minute blocks, I will slowly ramp it up. Now you could say that a 20-minute test is supposed to be as hard as you can go for 20 minutes and you shouldn't be holding back. But you still have to think about, as long as you follow the same kind of pacing protocol every time, then, nothing's changing. So if you go hard out the gate every single time, my hard out the gate today might not be the hard out the gate tomorrow. So if you know that you're just going to ride kind of 10 watts below, your previous best, then every time you do that, that 10 watts is 10 watts below your previous best. And then you can just ramp it up towards the end. And I always like to finish very, very fast, or at least a lot harder than I started. Sometimes starting at 360 watts for the first 5 minutes, but the last 5 minutes I'm doing, or last 3 minutes I'm doing 400, 410. So that's the way I like to do it. Take a Contador there. Absolute machine. There's the route. 24 days. We got you.